defensive. All right. Says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? Yes, sir. Let's scroll up and see who we got in the building. We got the Dirt Gang boss up in here. Jalen Hudson, Miami Snoopy 305, KD the GOAT. We got the real Mr. Sheldon in the building. What it do, Sheldon? AJ from Wick City. Black Attack. Shogun 76. Rod Neal. Man, I hate that YouTube did this. This is so stupid, bro. Oh, my goodness. Why even give people the options to have their screen name up here if you're going to force them to use another name that they signed up with? It's just crazy, bro. Tiz Frank, what's happening? Anwar Willis is in the building. Stephen L. Mizak. Dale Reed. Stormy B-Man up in here. Wait a minute. Is that Stormy? Why he ain't got no wrench? Let me see here. Roger says 91. Stormy, is that a fake Stormy B-Man in here? It said S Stormy B-Man 3352. But then the other two Stormies got wrenches. You got another page, Stormy? What is that? Macaday's Mac of the South. Dago in the building. Vincent Williams. Let me see here. My brother Drew Titan LLC in the building. Mo 2013. AC Boxing. What's happening with it? Dane Watson. Immortal TK. OG Marcus. G5. What's happening with it? Insane. What it do? TJ. Slip the jab. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Let me see something. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to figure something out here. StreamYard did like an update or something. Some Mars mess. I don't know what they talking about. All right, let me see. Shout out to everybody in the building. Can't read all y'all, but salute to everybody that's in the building, man. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's go and get cracking, man. Let's get cracking like it. Hold on, let me go to my YouTube real quick. That's what I forgot to do. Who else forgetting something? Before we get to cooking. Why is it doing this? Wait a minute, do I got two streams going? What StreamYard doing, man? What is they doing right here? Do y'all see two streams on my joint? Because it says here it got. Man, this is ridiculous. Do y'all see I got two streams? Two alerts. StreamYard updated. So what is it? One vertical and one whatever, man. This is some goofball stuff, man. What's it do? What's it gonna do? I'm gonna get twice the money, or this is just gonna make my views look worse than before? I don't know what they're doing. Man, what would happen if I delete one of them? Let me try. I'm sorry, y'all. Learning all this on the fly. Let me stop one of these, or do I just let it ride? I don't know. Let me just let it ride. Let's go through the day. Let's go through it like this and see how it go. So one look like I'm on my phone, and one like I'm on YouTube. Okay. So turn it back to landscape. Yeah, I will. I'll turn it back to landscape tomorrow, I guess. Can I do it now? Let me see. Can I do it now, Drew, or do I gotta wait? Let me see. I have to wait, man. Let me stop this other one to see what happened. Let's see what happens there. Shout out to the homie. Eric Jordan is in the super chat. Appreciate the love. Family says out of order. Ortiz duck penny loafers for EJ. Keep on ducking. Hey man, it's vicious out here in these streets, man. It is vicious. So there's only one now? Okay, cool. Young Deezy in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Says salute 78. If EJ is the direction Ortiz is taking, then they better put Boost versus Charlo on the co-main and get Turkey involved. Salute, salute. All right, let's go. What's up, Coach Amber? Let's go ahead and talk about this, y'all. All right, so this is what's going on. So we know that, last weekend we had this weekend we had Vergil Ortiz taking on Lubin, right? Which wasn't even a contest. Ortiz came out there and just was the stronger guy. Lubin felt Ortiz's power instantly. You can tell because when Ortiz was hitting him in the arms, just anytime he threw, you saw Lubin's whole body move. I'm like, we finna get dealt with. So Lubin was on the ropes trying to, I don't know if he was trying to rope a dope, or if he was trying to catch, Vergil Ortiz coming in, or Vergil Ortiz to make a mistake. But having his back to the ropes is just the worst thing you can do with a pressure fighter like that. When you're not Muhammad Ali, Lubin. So when you got your back to the ropes, what you're doing is you've removed one of your escape routes. So you can't step backwards, right? You can only go to the right or to the left or grab him, right? So you remove one of your escape routes. He knows that. So now you're giving him a punching bag. You give him a target. Even if he's not hitting you clean, he still can pound on you, and he's the stronger puncher. So Lubin made a horrible error. I see a lot of people blaming Lubin's coaches. And it might be the coaches, or it might just be that Lubin is just shot. You know what I'm saying? he might just be a shot fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's been through a lot of wars and stuff like that. So who knows? Or maybe Vergil Ortiz is just that much better than him, and that's all she wrote. But regardless of the fact, this fight was being built up as, the winner of this fight fights Boots, Jerron Boots Ennis. That's how they built this fight up. You know what I'm saying? Now we know that when Boots was moving up to 154, he said he needed a couple of tune-ups to get acclimated to the weight before he fought Vergil Ortiz. Supposedly that's what happened. All right. We know Boots was also offered fights with Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. He chose not to fight those guys, but move up to 154. But when he got there, he didn't want to fight Vergil Ortiz. He wanted to fight, some what's the dude named Lima Bean or something. But whoever he fought, he went on and beat up that dude, okay, and knocked him out in the first round. Vergil Ortiz fights Lubin, good contender, and stops him in 2. They get in the ring. Ortiz says, Boots, get over here. They going back and forth in the ring. They talking that good stuff, right? Everything sounds like it's on the up and up, right? Everything sounded like, we got us a good scrap going. Then we hear Oscar De La Hoya do an interview. Mind you, both fighters sound like they want to fight next. But we hear Oscar say, Vergil, he didn't say A-side, but that's what he meant. He said Vergil calls the shots. He said if it's not in Vergil's favor, basically we ain't getting no fight. So right then and there, I'll say, okay, here we go. Vergil hasn't done no complaining. I haven't heard Boots do no complaining. But Oscar De La Hoya is already putting up a barrier for this fight not to happen. So I don't trust Oscar. I don't trust Eddie Hearn. Both of them guys, they got the old promoter style of doing things, and this is why boxing is falling apart. It just is, all right? Because the promoters like Oscar and Eddie and Bob Arum and the rest of them are all afraid to lose to each other. They all want to milk the fans out. They're all afraid to find out how good their fighter actually is, which is why some guys who will remain nameless haven't fought nobody, but y'all be swinging from their sacks constantly, and the dudes ain't fought nobody, and y'all have fallen victim to the con game that a lot of these promoters and networks have been pushing for a long time. But now, network after network is leaving the sport of boxing because of these type of shenanigans. So now you got Vergil Ortiz. He was asked by the media after the fight in the interviews with the boxing media channels. He says, they asked him, about Errol Spence. He said Errol Spence is his dream fight. He said he would love to fight Errol Spence. Then you got Oscar talking about Errol Spence. If we don't get, if the negotiation with Boots are not favorable to Ortiz, then we can go in the direction of Errol Spence. Then Oscar floats out the idea of putting Boots versus Charlo on the undercard or the same card as Vergil Ortiz versus Sebastian Fundora. Okay. So at this point, we got the same shenanigans. We got the same mess going on again. Nothing's changed in boxing, bro. Everybody was all happy. Oh, man, we're finna get a good fight. 2 young guys, blah, blah, blah. And let's be clear. Both of these teams have been ducking each other for years, okay? They just have. It's enough ducking to go around. It's enough blame. You can blame Ortiz's team. Ortiz's team have been saying weird stuff. I remember years ago, 3 years ago or something? Y'all would tell me. When Ortiz, I think his father or something said that the fight with Jerron Boots Ennis is like 5 years away or something like that, which is some duck talk. Then you got Jerron Boots Ennis, who was offered a fight with Vergil Ortiz, but he talking about he want to have some tune-ups to get acclimated to the weight. So it's enough ducking to go around with these dudes. 7-4 to the world, blow. What's happening with it, homie? Coming through with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, I ain't seen no ninja making videos and commenting on Ortiz and Snack, even though they were draped in Snack shirts and hats after the fight. Well, because he's Mexican, brother. We know how that go. I've been trying to tell people that when you're anything but black, you can have Snack on, you can, no problem, right? You ain't gonna have none of the primates on YouTube running around accusing Vergil Ortiz of being on nothing, right? Just like they didn't accuse Ryan of being on nothing when he was on Snack. They didn't accuse Mikey Garcia of being on nothing when he was on Snack. But as soon as Devin and Terrence Crawford give a Snack, now all of a sudden, oh my God, we gotta be careful because Victor Conte, and that includes all of these jigs. Every last one of them, I don't care who it is, there is no exception. If you made videos accusing or insinuating that Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford could be on something, or it's not a good look for them to be with Snack and Victor Conte, but you haven't done the same for Vergil or anybody else, you, sir, are a jig. You're a jig. Coach Amber said Caleb Plant is on Snack Fight also. Right. And you ain't never heard nobody say nothing about Caleb Plant possibly being on something. It's a complete scam made up by haters online, period. That's all it is, a complete scam made up by haters on the internet. And y'all got to stop letting them get off the hook for that. I told y'all that's what it is, man. It's a double standard in the sport of boxing. What's up with it? Coach Hudson is in the building. XB Black Ice, what it do? But anyway, so there's enough ducking to go around with this situation. However, I'm disappointed because boxing is like, bro, boxing, it's just seems, and then people wonder why. Oh man, Turkey, man, we need Turkey's the problem, man. We need boxing. Somebody left a comment tell me we don't need Turkey. We need boxing back in America. First of all, dude, Vergil Ortiz just fought Lubin in America. It wasn't a packed house. Y'all dudes be doing the most capping on this YouTube. We need the fights be in America. When the last time you went to, show me your receipts, man. It's always fights in America. Show me when you going to the fights. All y'all do is complain about everything, and most of you busters ain't finna go nowhere. You don't even order the pay-per-views. Hey, man, you know what? I can get a good stream for the fight. Shut up. We need boxing in America. Boxing ain't left America. It's right. So y'all care so much about these fighters getting their bags, but you don't want them going over the Riyadh season to get the bag. Why? Because your favorite fighter ain't going over there? Cut the cap, man. Show me some receipts on when y'all name the last 5 fights y'all been to. Go ahead. All y'all who boxing need to be in America. Last I checked, boxing is in America every week. It's some fights going on in America. Is you traveling to go to them? Are you going to the local fights down in your town? You ain't going to none of them. So stop the cap. You'll just be saying stuff. But anyway, this is why Turkey Al Sheikh is necessary in boxing. I don't care what nobody say, because this man, without him, it's a whole lot of fights we ain't gonna see. Turkey offering these dudes so much money that ducking becomes it becomes obvious. See, with boxing as it is now, with Oscar and Eddie and his Boots and Ortiz situation, they're gonna blame each other, right? They're gonna say, "Oh no, he did this and he did that." No, man, because I wanted this, but he didn't want to give me that. When Turkey get involved, Turkey say, "Oh, okay, all right. Well, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, your biggest payday was what? $2 million. I'm gonna give you 10. I'm gonna give you 10 to fight him, and I'm gonna give him his biggest payday was $3 million. I'm gonna give him 11. So we knocking all that out. If you don't take this fight now, you just a duck. Period. Everybody gonna know you a duck. Ain't no more discussion. See, that's how Turkey gonna do that, and that's why he's necessary for the time being. I wish. What's up, Shade Girl 85, Brother Code 10? I wish we were in a state of boxing to where a guy like Turkey wasn't necessary, where you didn't have to overpay these guys. Remember, Al Heyman was overpaying guys in the beginning when he first came, right? He overpaid. He spent up all their budget giving these guys more money than they worth, trying to make some good fights. We just have to face reality that most of the boxers today are cowards. And yes, they got. I know they get in the ring, and oh man, you can't call a fighter a coward because if he gets in the ring, you can't. Man, shut up, bro. Gervonta Davis a coward. He get in the ring, and then he get out the ring and slap the mess out of chicks. He flee the scene of accidents with pregnant women in it. That's not cowardly. No, y'all miss me with all these myths. You know what I mean? Oh, a fighter can never be a coward. A fighter displays courage. They used to. Most of these dudes now are afraid to lose because of social media. They're afraid of getting trolled. They're afraid of getting harassed. Meanwhile, we come on this joker every day, making fight predictions, knowing if we wrong, we're going to get trolled. And guess what? After the fight, we right here to take all the fire and eat the crow. But they can't do it. Oh, no, man. It's too emotionally. No, man. That's going to... See, mental health is a real thing, you know. And people start trolling and messing with you and being mean to you. People being mean to me. And I can't take it. I'm sorry, bro. And I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm really not, bro. I promise you I'm not. I'm not a jerk when it comes to that kind of stuff. But let me tell you something, bro. It's very hard for me to feel sorry and cry for a millionaire. Okay? Life's hard and oh, well, she left me. She don't want to be with me and this and that. Okay, cool. Everybody has a right to go through what they're going through, go through their pain, their trials and tribulations, right? No matter how much money you got. Everybody's going to go through their thing, right? But you got to bounce back. You got to be strong enough to bounce back. Every morning when I get up, both my hands hurt. You understand me? Both of them. Can't squeeze them how I want to. I got to let my hands warm up before I can use them. And I'm not no old man. But I got arthritis. I got to let my feet hit the ground for a minute, right? Slowly, gradually put my weight down on my feet and then proceed to go to the bathroom and do all that stuff. Warm my hands up, right? Put my gloves and stuff on and get ready to take the kids to school. Warm the car up. Twisting the key in the ignition hurt my thumb. You understand? Forbid I got to scrape off some ice off the car, right? Got iris problems. Marriage on the rocks. Kids finna, my daughter finna graduate. Got to pay for all this stuff for her. Whole lot of stresses in my life. Doctor say, hey man, you gotta stay stress free because every time you have one of your blow ups and stuff, the arthritis you're gonna have an arthritis attack every time you get too stressed out, right? So with all that being said, I don't have the comfort of calling the bank and hearing you got $1.5 million in your checking account. You have $900,000 in your savings. I don't have that luxury. So I have to make do with what I got. So you can miss me with, oh man, it's rough on these fighters. Man, they celebrities, man, and people criticizing them. And man, and it's so hard out here for a pimp when they're trying to get the money for the rent. Miss me with the cap, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all got to get some more testicular fortitude. Yes, life is hard. Yes, people are mean on the internet, fam. But it's a bunch of kids that get up and go to school every day, getting bullied, getting picked on every single day. They got to sit in class and get tortured. Ain't nobody stopping them. Ain't nobody. They got to make it through all this whole school year. And you dudes is millionaires. And in here crying about people is being mean and it's a lot of pressure in life and there's a lot of stuff like this and that. Okay, so what about the average folks who ain't got $1 million, ain't got a couple 100,000, right? What about the average man? Society tell the man, you a man, you got to do this, you got to do that, blah, blah, blah. Your woman on you got to do this, you got to do that. And if you can't do it, for God forbid you can't do it, something happened. You ain't nobody coming to bail you out. Ain't no, hey man, look, You can't go to the average person can't go to the bank. Look, man, let me get I need about 300,000 to my next fight. Well, you can't do none of that. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be insensitive to nobody. I understand what just happened with the Dallas Cowboys player and all that stuff. Mental health is a real thing, bro. All I'm saying is a lot of us suffer from mental health issues, and a lot of us have to deal with it. We don't have time to wait. We don't have time to cry. We don't have time to wallow in our sorrow. We got to make it do what it do. Because if we fail, our family fails. If we fail, the kids don't eat. The grandbabies don't eat. If we fail, the entire family collapses. So miss me with your sympathy-needing self. All you dudes is some busters and some ducks. Cry babies is what you are. Cry babies. No, man, they fighters, man. You can't say that about no fighters. No, I won't. Maybe I won't say that about military people who actually are actual warriors. But you ain't finna make me call these dudes nothing. We only got a couple fighters that's out here doing what they supposed to be doing, trying to fight everybody, and them the guys y'all want to disrespect. What's up, Cadillac Red? We only got a couple of fighters that's out here putting in work and trying to fight the best, and those are the guys y'all want to disrespect. So boxing is pretty much going to get what it deserves. You know what I'm saying? Boxing going to get what it deserves. If boxing fall apart, if Dana White come in here and take over, at this point, I don't even care no more. What's up, King Corleone? At this point, I don't even care. I don't care if Jake Paul take over. I don't care, because boxing fans are the biggest hypocrites in all the sports. Boxing fans are. We talk crazy to each other. We don't unite around nothing, even when it's to our benefit to unite with each other, regardless of religion, race, or any of that stuff. Boxing fans, when we see that we're the consumer and we're getting played, we're supposed to unite and say, "Hey, bro, we finna unite. We finna get what we want from these fighters. Otherwise, we ain't paying for this stuff." Nope. What happens? It's always somebody willing to sell out. It's always somebody and they don't want to rock with you because you're black. Now, I don't want to. You just like him because you just like Crawford because he's black and you're black. Oh yeah. So why you like Canelo? He's a great fighter. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm the racist and you're the rational one. See how this works? And this is how boxing been for years, bro. It's been like this for years. What's up, 7 Mile Rook? So boxing fans is full of it, bro. Hypocrites. Talk all this crazy mess and don't bust a grape. So now, right in our face, you got now. I only heard one media member say something to Robert Garcia. They was interviewing Robert Garcia after who was Vergil Ortiz trainer, and Robert was saying how, Boots is not Boots, but Errol Spence is Ortiz's dream fight, and he said he got a lot of respect for Errol Spence, and he really don't, he'll hate to see Vergil beat Errol because Vergil, he said, because Errol's always been real respectful to him and he liked Errol and blah blah blah. But he said that basically Vergil can fight anybody, and it's up in the air. So only one media member I heard say, "Hey Robert, do you think this kind of like a bait and switch?" He's like, this whole fight was built up on Boots versus Ortiz, and they even got in the ring afterwards, but now everybody's talking about Errol Spence. I'm like, bro, all these other media members sat there and didn't say nothing. Y'all see what's going on here. Now, y'all know I love Errol Spence. I'm rocking with Errol. But I don't want to see Errol Spence come back and fight one of these monsters. Bro, if you're going to come back, bro, I want to see Errol Spence, if he's able, if he's physically able, I want to see Errol come back and fight a couple of chumps. He going to get paid, bro. Come back and fight you a couple of chumps, get back into the groove of things, get your timing back, and then you jump in the mix. You've been out of the ring too long. I do not want to see Errol Spence come back in here and jump in the ring with somebody who's been active and is a dog. I don't want to see that, bro. I'm not interested in seeing Errol Spence get beat up. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not interested in seeing that. No, watching what happened with Crawford was extremely painful to watch, but it was watchable because Crawford, I like Terrence Crawford as well. I like Earl Spence more, but I like Crawford as well. So it was, I could deal with it. Okay. But watching EJ get beat up by Sebastian Fundora or Vergil Ortiz is gonna be extremely painful. And for what? For a payday? Nah. Nah. Mm-mm. I don't want to see that. And EJ needs to get him a couple of wins under his belt for me to be comfortable. And I want him to get his money. I want him to be able to retire. I just don't want to see him go in there and do nothing stupid. Oh, see, I missed the super chat show. Let me go back up here. My bad. Let's see here. Shout out to my brother Sheldon, LDBC, and that super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation. He says, "What it do, man? Nothing much, bro. Over here just chilling, man. Just chilling, talking about this old boxing." Yeah, man, but boxing is so disappointing, man. It really is. The sport is so disappointing. It's so disappointing, man. I want to. There's so many people out there for EJ to fight, man. He don't have to. People are going to be so excited to watch Errol Spence fight, especially if he come back and fight. People, he can go sell out. People gonna be so happy to see him fight. He could come back and just beat up on some chump, man. You don't, bro, you ain't got to prove nothing. But why come back and hurt yourself, bro, or run the risk of getting hurt? I just don't understand it, bro. I don't. You know, work your way back up, bro. Your fans are gonna be there to support you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get you a couple tune-ups in. I understand he don't take tune-ups and all that stuff, but it's no, bro. It's one thing if you getting your respect and people acknowledging, hey man, Earl dog, Earl don't take no tune-ups. Earl, that's one thing if you getting your props. But like I say, the guys who do all these great things is the guys who get the most criticism from so-called fans in boxing media. Y'all criticize EJ, you criticize Deontay Wilder, you criticize Devin Haney, right? And anybody else who is trying to fight the best, y'all got the most criticism for. You nitpick and dissect everything that they doing wrong, and these are the people you should be uplifted. But then the guys who ain't fighting nobody, those are the ones you make a million excuses for. So yes, fans are the biggest issue with the sport of boxing because fans, look, this is why I say fans. Some of y'all, let's talk about the streets for a minute. Some of y'all will get mad at the pimp for sending the broad, right? You get mad at the pimp. Oh man, he wrong for that. He wrong. Well, okay. At what point is she wrong? At what point is the broad wrong? Right? Because this is a grown woman. We ain't talking about no crazy stuff. We talking about grown people here. Now, a grown woman who chooses a lifestyle, right, where she's totally dedicated to the desires of this man. She go out there and she make the money for him. She come back, she bring the money back to the man, right? And that's her version of love or whatever the case may be, right? This man that went to jail, he done been away from her, he did this and did that. She wait for him to come back. And even if she do leave him or he dump him, she go find another one just like him. At what point is it her fault? See? So what I'm saying is boxing fans like getting treated like 304s. You like getting treated like 304s. If you didn't like it, you would stand up for yourself. An example, what's up, Junior? The example I always give people is if we walk into McDonald's, right? And I say, I want a Big Mac meal, right? A Big Mac meal. And the dude behind the counter say, nah, you look like one of them McChicken type guys. Let me give you the McChicken meal. He said, well, hold up, bro. No, I want a Big Mac. I'm paying for the Big Mac. Yeah, man, but I'm going to give you the McChicken. You appreciate the Big Mac later. If I keep giving you the McChicken and I keep giving you a McDouble, later on, you're going to be feeding for that Big Mac so much, you're going to pay $20 for a Big Mac meal. Like, what? Now, I'm a fool. I'm an absolute fool if I pay this man for the McChicken when I wanted a Big Mac. And then I come back in there the next day. Can I get my Big Mac now? Nah, man, I think we're gonna give you some chicken nuggets today. Then I pay for it again. Now come back, man, can I get my Big Mac, bro? Man, you know what? I'm gonna give you a McDouble. You look like you ready for a McDouble today. By the time I keep going back now I'm the fool because I keep going back. I'm the fool. I go back the fifth time and he say, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a Big Mac. But this the thing. It's gonna be $25. I want the Big Mac so bad, man, fine, give me here. Now I'm paying $25 for a Big Mac, and I spent all this money all week on this other crap that I didn't even want. That's how we do in boxing. By the time they give you what you asked for, now they overcharging you and they laughing at you. Yeah, AC boxing and it's cold. It's cold. It's trash sauce. That's what they do to us in boxing. Now that scam worked for a long time. It's still working, but it left an opening for guys like Dana White to come in here. It left an opening for Turkey Al-Sheikh. And then people got the nerve to be mad at Turkey because he paying people to get the fights he wants to see. Turkey is just a boxing fan with money. Because look, Turkey really don't know nothing about boxing. No disrespect to Turkey. I'm not saying that as an insult. Turkey is a boxing fan. But so he just putting his money together like, hey man, I want to see this, I want to see that. Kind of how Diddy was doing in the hotel room with the chick. Hey man, I want to see you smash him. Then I want to see you suck on his toes. And then when you got money, you just do crazy stuff like that. So that's what Turkey doing. Turkey like, look here, man. I want to see you fight him. Then I want to see a giraffe fight an alligator. Because he got money. He can do that. Right? But Turkey's just a fan with money. And now he's in the game. And he's doing the best he can. He's trying to help. He ain't perfect. That's why when Tim Bradley come out criticizing Turkey, like, oh man, we can't let this guy Turkey come over here. Man, this is another thing with Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley out here, his man has spent his whole commentating career cutting major jigs, right? That's what Tim Bradley has done, successfully cut him, right? But now, all of a sudden, when you ain't got no job because Top Rank out of business, and now you're trying to be a YouTuber, you sitting around here talking about some boxing code and, and how these brothers is going over here helping Jake Paul and this and that, and all this old stuff, and they should be helping Tank Davis. Tank Davis should nobody be helping Tank until Tank want to help himself. Period. I told you I'm done feeling sorry for these dudes. Tank need to help himself. You know what I'm saying? I understand people going through tragedies. I understand mental health. I understand all that, bro. But look here, man. What Al Jarreau said? They say money won't buy happiness, but I'd like the chance to see. Because I can buy what I want and go where I need. And that's good enough for me. Money. Matter of fact, that wasn't even Al Jarreau. Who was that who sang that song? Regardless of the fact is, y'all got rich people problems, but I'm not finna be crying for you, dog. I'm just not. Imagine waking up every day with Beyonce and Rihanna. You in between Rihanna and Beyonce. You got millions in the bank, and you depressed. Man, I'm tired of this, man. Just waking up every day with these beautiful chicks, man, and just looking out my balcony at the ocean, man. Just it's more to life than this, man. Just gotta be something else out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not happy, man. I'm just not happy. Yeah, you're abroad. You're abroad. You're just not happy. You know how some of them chicks just never satisfied no matter what you do. You know, they want this, they want that. Then when you give it to them, they still ain't happy. You know what I'm saying? I watched the movie last night or yesterday with my kids and my wife called The Woman in the Yard. Y'all seen that movie? It's called The Woman in the Yard. It came out, I think, last year or something. But it's my first time watching it. Man, this is a ridiculous movie. This crazy schizophrenic broad is sitting here just miserable. She done offed her husband now. She done offed her husband. Because she miserable. She in the city, coming home every day mad and depressed. So he go out and buy her a house in the country, a fixer-upper. She's still miserable. Maybe this ain't gonna work. Maybe this and that. Just bro, I can't. I'm telling you, for the rest of my life, I'm done with chicks like that. If you ain't smiling when you wake up in the morning, get your ass away from me. I swear, I'm so done with just people who want to live their life miserable, always looking for something to be unhappy about. It's enough. If you want to be miserable, it's enough stuff to find to be miserable about if you go looking for it, right? But these are people who don't appreciate their blessings. How you depressed and you a millionaire? How? How you depressed when you in shape, you got good health? What is it? I don't know what it is, bro. It's something in the air. It's something in these immunization shots or something. What is it? What's wrong with everybody, bro? Seriously, fam. This is real talk, fam. What's wrong with everybody, bro? Every time I turn around, somebody is bipolar. Somebody has autism. Somebody is depressed, clinically depressed. Somebody's this and that. Somebody's manic. Somebody's like, what in the world is happening to everybody? Brother Joe Townsend, Old Hillside Bourbon Company, what it do? Everybody messed up, bro. I've been depressed before. I had all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I had to suck it up, bro. I'm not trying to be insensitive to what other people got going on, bro. What I'm saying is, bro, I done been through some traumatic stuff in my life, right? And I had to make a decision in my head. Do you want to live or do you want to go? And if you want to live, then you got to act like you want to live. You can't be moping around out here. Oh, what was me? Like I told my cousin, love him to death. I love him. What's up, Midlife Music? But my cousin was going through some severe depression. He was drinking every day. His body was breaking down. His organs and stuff was messing up. And he just was like, you come around him and he just was so depressed and just, man, what's the point? What's the point of this? And what's the point of that? And what's the point of life? And what's the point? I said, look, bro. I asked him, I said, bro, do you want to live or do you want to go? He said, man, I don't even care. I said, all right, bro, it was nice knowing you. I won't be talking to you ever again in life. And I got up, started walking to my car. He was like, cuz, what you talking about? I said, bro, I'm not wasting my time with nobody. I'm here to talk to the living. If I want to talk to the deceased, I will go get me a crystal ball. You understand? I'm here to kick it with the living, bro. If you don't want to live, I'm staying away from you because the decisions that you're going to make could cost me my life. You understand? I'm not going to be sitting on this porch drinking with you. Somebody walk past and you get to talking crazy because you don't care about yourself. Well, you ain't going to care. If you don't care about yourself, you don't care about me. So I'm getting away from him. He's doing great now. But that's what he needed. He needed people to walk away from him and say, look, bro, we ain't got time for all the bluffing and the sympathy. Oh, well, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to end it all. Okay, why are you calling me? You want me to feel bad? If you're going to do it, then do it and shut up. What you want everybody? You want the world to stop. Oh, don't do it, brother. Don't do it. No, that's not how the world works. That's not how the world works, homie. If you're going to do it and you're serious, get it. Go ahead and do what you're going to do. But you ain't finna do nothing. You just want somebody to come tell you, I love you. Huh? Just like these dudes. I'm finna leave YouTube, y'all. I'm finna leave YouTube, man. Ain't nothing else for me on here. Bye! Get out of here. What are you talking to us for? Nah, brother, don't leave. Please don't leave YouTube. Because without you, man, we ain't gonna have nothing else to do in life. Without you, you're the reason why I can take care of my children, brother. You're the reason why I can pay my bills, brother. You're the reason why everybody loves me, brother. You have to make your videos. This the nonsense y'all want because you turned into little babies. I'm sorry, y'all. I know this whole video turned into a rant. Whatever, man. I'm gonna save the rest for Patreon. But y'all be on the lookout. I got some stuff to take care of. And I'm gonna have my Patreon content up. It was supposed to be up yesterday. But I'm waiting on this brother to send me his reply so I can have the proper information before I do his video. Because I don't want to end up having to make two. Thomas Harris is in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, family. He says EJ can take a tune-up in Dallas practice stadium and sell 10K tickets. He made $3 million easy with a good undercard. Texas will turn up. Absolutely, they will. That's what I'm saying. EJ on the under. EJ can come back, fight him a tune up. He gonna make buku dollars. Dante Gilbert in the super chat with that 10 piece. Much love and much appreciation, good brother. Says had to show some love, General. Says I'm late to the party. Why you think it's going to be a ducktail? Oh man, you came in late, brother. I appreciate the super chat. Well, because Oscar and Team Ortiz are already talking about. They're already talking about Errol Spence fight and other champions and all that kind of stuff. And Oscar is talking about how Ortiz is basically the A side, and if they don't have, if the deal is not reflective of Ortiz being the A side, then they ain't gonna have no deal. And I think that's ridiculous. I think if you for a fight of this magnitude, neither guy is a pay-per-view star, neither one of them. So you should be going into this negotiating at a 50-50 split, in my opinion. What's up, brother Shalom? I see you in the building. They should be going into this fight looking at a 50-50 split, and then you can negotiate from there. If it looked like the fight ain't gonna happen over some couple $100,000 or whatever, then y'all just work that out. If Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford can work their situation out and make a fight, I'll be damned if I'm finna listen to Jerron Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz crying about splits when ain't neither one of y'all even bust a grape to be talking about splitting nothing. It's ridiculous. But this is the state of boxing, though. For real, for real. Yeah, Jermaine. Say like Mr. Clark told Sam, you go ahead and jump if that's what you want to do. Absolutely. Do it expeditiously. Nobody got time for this little crybaby stuff, man. And you shoot everybody, we got our own problems. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going through something, bro. This times is hard, fam. Everybody going through something, dog. Everybody. So yeah, it's cool if you want to vent and something like that to your homeboy or something. That's cool. But all them little threats about ending it all, I'm not. You got one time to do that with me. After that, you just gonna be like, "Hey, 78, he bogus, man." I try to call him, he ain't answer. Yeah, bro, because I'm here for the living. I'm here for the living, fam. If you want to go and life is that bad, then why are you calling me? You're not going to put that on my spirit. You're not going to put that on me. Have me thinking about, oh man, I could save the brother. It's not my responsibility. I'm not doing it. I'm done worried about everybody else. I got to worry about my own health. Shit, my body breaking down on me. Hands don't work no more. Trying to take the car battery off. Got to take brakes and stuff. Pay some youngster to twist the ratchet for me, man. Man, please. I ain't feeling sorry for none of these jokers. Get out of here, man. So Oscar is trying to play promoter to Boots and everyone else. Yeah, Oscar is full of it. Oscar, and this is another, like I say, this is what really irritated me about Oscar. Y'all get them lights all the way up, ladies and gents. What really irritated me too about Oscar is the little shenanigans he tried to play with the whole Vergil. This is what he's saying. Listen to me good now. Oscar is doing a lot of dog whistle stuff. Okay? Now this is what, listen to me clear. Oscar be having a lot of racial undertones and suggestions. And he's been doing this his entire career, even when he was a boxer. Right? But he got away with it because he's the golden boy. Oscar, in his mind, believes that a Mexican American is more valuable and profitable than any other person in boxing. That's what he believes. That's what he believes. And he's not the only one. There's even black people who believe that. That's why these dudes be coming down to the ring with sombreros and stuff. Hey, man, the Mexican fans is the best fans. Like, this is embedded into the psyche. You understand? So it's not just Oscar. Bob Aaron believes this. What's his name? What's the Abel Sanchez? Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody believes this stuff. So Oscar says little stuff like, if it's not in Ortiz's favor, then we ain't got no fight. Oh, come on, Ortiz, come on, he's a star, man. He's Mexican American. He's a star. He's this and that. Like he keep like you. Where? How's he a star just because he's Mexican American? It's the same clown stuff they did with Ryan Garcia, bro. Ryan Garcia has never sold out nothing. He's never had no blockbuster pay-per-views. The only thing Ryan has ever did was sell with Gervonta Tank Davis, who sells by himself. So what are you talking about? But they had the whole boxing media repeating this nonsense about Ryan. Well, Ryan's a star. Well, Ryan, he's a super. Ryan, this is what I heard one of them guys on DAZN say about Ryan. Well, Ryan is one of those unique fighters who brings more fans to boxing than he said. Ryan, I'm paraphrasing. He said Ryan's one of those unique fighters that brings fans who normally wouldn't watch boxing into boxing. Really, where are those fans? I don't see any record-breaking numbers when Ryan Garcia is fighting. I don't see any record-breaking gate numbers when Ryan Garcia is fighting. Where are those fans? It's a myth. It's a myth because Ryan Garcia has a bunch of fake social media followers. I'm not saying he don't have a lot, but he has a bunch of fake ones. Once you get past 1 million followers, it's easy to fake another million. I mean, who gonna call you out on it? Just like on YouTube. Listen, back in the day on YouTube, it was a race to 100,000 subs. I obviously lost that race. But a lot of people started cheating in the beginning. Back when everybody had like 20, 30,000. Out of nowhere, you seen people jump up to like 50, 60,000, right? Dudes started buying fake subscribers, okay? And then the rest of them was authentic. So it's a whole bunch of your favorite YouTube channels with about 30, 40,000 fake YouTube subscribers. But nobody knows. Who cares, right? Because that was a long time ago. You're getting good video views to match it, right? As long as you're getting a couple thousand, 3,000, 4,000 views per video, ain't nobody gonna even question it. And that's what the hustle is. That's the scam. You see? So anyway, what's up, Jermaine? Brother said, all of yous have fake bot followers. I have to delete bots. Well, first of all, bots. We're not talking about bots. Bots is something that just came out a couple years ago. Bots are on everybody's channels, right? Those are companies, advertising companies that come in and they go to videos and say stupid stuff like, great video. One thing you said that really impressed me was when you recommended such and such product. I really want that product. And then they got a bunch of fake people commenting. That happens on everybody's video. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about people who bought subscribers, right? A lot of channels done that. They bought subscribers, okay? And that's what Ryan Garcia has. He has a lot of subs on his social media followings, but those subs don't translate into dollars. You understand? Ryan Garcia has never. I would believe it if Ryan was, when whoever he fought, he had an army of people like Canelo. People just buying up tickets, and it's an army of fans screaming and yeah, Ryan. It's never been that. This is a myth created by Golden Boy and Oscar, and that's why they all on DAZN. They keep talking about Ryan's looks, which is zesty as ever. Oh, Ryan, look at it. Look at the way he looks. Oh, this guy has the look. Oh, look at this guy. This kid's so handsome. Oh, he's got the look. Oh, he got the. Shut up, bro. Like, for real. Y'all are men. Boxing Barbecue say MFers confuse subs with actual support. Yeah, they do. But the visual of having a certain amount of subscribers works when you're in the boxing media, because a lot of boxing media don't really know how that stuff works. So what happens is a lot of them guys made an investment. I'll tell y'all a secret. And this is what another guy told me who was in the boxing media. He said, man, look, this is before I ever applied for credentials or anything like that back in the day. He said, look, bro, when you apply for credentials to these fights, they're going to look at your social media to see how much of a following you got, what kind of content you making, blah, 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 right? So if you don't know somebody that knows somebody that's throwing you a plug, an alley-oop, you basically, it looks better when you got, a lot of subscribers. So that's why a lot of them guys started, buying up a bunch of fake subs. I remember when, who was that dude named, the white guy who talked boxing, man, he used to be on Showtime. What's the guy's name who used to be on Showtime? White guy with the gray hair and mustache. I cannot remember his name. He used to be a commentator on Showtime. Anybody know his name? Remember his name? What's up, bro? Sugar Tay Tay in the building. Was it Al Bernstein? Let me type it in. Let me type in Al Bernstein name, see if that's him. I gotta see his face. Yeah, that's it. Al Bernstein. That's him. Okay. Al Bernstein had a YouTube page one time, right? Humiliation. Y'all ready to hear this? Al Bernstein came on YouTube, right? He had a YouTube page. I don't know if he still got it. I don't think so, though. But I think some company or something probably, told him some little young geeks probably told him, hey, yeah, we get your social media popping and all that, right? So Al Bernstein had a YouTube page. Now, I remember the first day he had it, he made a video like introducing himself and all that stuff for YouTube, talking about boxing, right? And I remember he had been up for like 2 or 3 days, whatever. The video might have had like 30 views. So I'm like, oh man, Al Bernstein got a YouTube page. Ain't nobody watching it, right? And he had about maybe 30 or 40 subscribers. Listen to me, y'all. Within a week, with no more videos, within a week, he had about 10,000 subscribers. Didn't make no more videos. The video that he made didn't get no more views. So it's obvious as ever, right, that somebody bought some fake subs from him, right? But what happened is I think he ended up deleting that page or something, because I think YouTube probably got hip to the fact that his subscribers jumped up that fast and he ain't got no video views to match it. So they probably, I don't know if they suspended his page or what, but that was embarrassing. Like, come on, Al Bernstein. Now I doubt that he did that himself, because he probably don't even know how to do that. But one of these young whippersnappers and computer geeks did it. It was ridiculous. Dude made 9,000 emails. Hey, that's another thing YouTube should do. YouTube should, when you block somebody, you should block their IP address, bro. Because some of these dudes got way too many subscribers. These trolls, they got not subscribers. They got way too many troll accounts, man. They ain't got nothing to do. 5, 6, 20 different accounts and just keep coming back. And they know you're gonna block them. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get why your life sucked that much, man. I'm not trolling nobody that much, bro. I'm just not. Like, I can say what I gotta say, and if somebody be like, "F you, bro," well, I'm leaving. I'm like, ain't got nothing else. What we arguing for? We men. We grown ups. What we got to argue about? If I think this way, you think that way. It's no need. I don't have to get the last word. Nothing. You can have that. Bye. Life too short. But anyway, so boxing is messed up right now, bro. It really is. It's messed up right now, and unfortunately, I see a lot of people already making excuses up for Vergil Ortiz and Boots not happening. People justifying it. Well, Vergil and EJ, that's a good fight. Oh, well, Boots can fight Charlo. That's it. Like, man, bro, you went in here asking for a Big Mac, bro. They're trying to give you a McChicken, and you acting like it don't matter. It does matter. Okay? It does. It matters. I'm not finna play this ridiculous game with y'all. It's like you dudes nowadays acting like y'all don't know what the difference between a man and a woman is. No, man. I mean, what defines woman? Oh, well, I mean, a woman is who identifies as a woman. Oh, really? So you attracted to women, or women who identify as women? Whoa, that's a little different. No, it's not, monkey. That's what I'm saying. Just shut up and just listen, man. If you're zesty, you're zesty, right? If I pull the panties down, she bend over, it better not be no chestnuts roasting on an open fire, falling down between her legs. I don't want to see none of that. If I see any of that, I'm kicking her right in them. Booyah! It's gonna be a field goal. She said I was on BFTB channel one day and I blocked the same dude 5 times. Yeah, that's what they do. They got a million different accounts. Shout out to the brother Boxing Fan Times 4 is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation. Fam said it looks like Vergil ain't going to be a world champion either. Get Golden Boy F out of boxing. Well, Golden Boys they don't really like their guys fighting for belts because they don't like sanctioned bodies dictating who their guy has to fight next. So that's why Ryan has never been champion. It's a lot of shenanigans. Yeah, get them likes all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully y'all been in here and hit the like button. Tweak the algorithm for you, brother. Said EJ was in the house. Why didn't he call Errol in the ring? Because he would look like a chicken and not a duck. Jermaine said that happened to my cousin. He said he was scared. He ran out the house all the way home. Yeah, man, they getting people out here now. You gotta be careful. That's why I don't like that BBL look, bro. The BBL look now. First, when BBLs first came out and all that, it was something different, interesting. Now it's played out. Every girl got one, and they all stuck up too. Boy, I be seeing these chicks in the grocery store walking around like they is just like, girl, if you don't get that look off your face, acting like you somebody, you the same ugly girl from high school, and all you did was go get the fat sucked out of your stomach and put in your butt. But guess what? When you get naked, them arms still gonna look like grandma arms. So just because you took all your waist is so slim and your hips, you still got great grandmama arms. You still look like you know how to make some pig feet. Shut up. Get that look off your face like you the God's gift to the planet Earth or something. Yeah, all these niggas want me because I got this and I got that. Girl, go somewhere and sit down. And now they got the men, the little zesty dudes walking around here getting the surgery. Nah, man, forget that. Nope. That's why y'all be getting got on Instagram. Y'all be looking at all them little things on Instagram in them bikinis and they hiding all. Nope. I gotta see it busted wide open. Once I see it bust open, then I give a compliment. Other than that, I don't know what that is. Times is hard. It's changing out here now. They try to trick y'all. They try to finesse y'all. Get y'all used to looking at them things. And I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want to get in trouble. But it's a few of them on social media. They got popular followings and stuff. They be making little shorts and stuff. You start seeing these shorts pop up on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, right? They got them all over the place. These things with these BBLs walking around here getting all these men's reactions and stuff, and the whole time they some Transformers. See what I'm saying? Jermaine said, yeah, these dudes spending all their money look like abroad, especially in Atlanta and Houston. Yeah. When I was in Atlanta last year before the meet and greet, I went to the grocery store. Man, I wish I could do that part over. Man, I wasted so much money on the groceries, man. But anyway, I went to the grocery store, and in the grocery store, it was a dude up in there, had a full beard, lined up, crispy, right? Facial hair crispy, right? Lined up in a BBL, walking around in some high heels. Looked like a whole thug in the face, and the rest of his body, he just said he want to look like Cherokee or something, bro. I was like, man, this is diabolical. Atlanta is something different, bro. I gotta get up out of here. And I did something. You know what I did in Atlanta? When I was in the grocery store, I got the cart, right? And in the cart was a lady's wallet, you know, her little pocketbook or whatever. And there was money hanging out the wallet. I just got there. I had only been in Atlanta for about maybe an hour, 2 hours. The driver had took me from the airport to the hotel to check in, and then I said I'm from the ride to the grocery store to grab some stuff from my room. Right? It's a pocketbook in the thing. You know what I did? I turned it in. Turned it into the manager, trying to get myself some good juju. I said, let me do the right thing. Somebody probably looking for their stuff, man. It's going to mess up somebody's life. Let me go and turn it in. Let me see here. Well, I ain't gonna say I did the wrong thing, though. Never know what that could have. Maybe I did get some good juju. Might have stopped something else from happening. You never know. Yeah, that joker looked like I'm trying to think of somebody who got a crispy facial fade. Like, okay, just think about like somebody who got like a I don't know, I can't even describe it, man. It just looked gross, man. Look gross. Man had the Isaac Hayes or the James Harden. He had the James Harden line up in the face. The James Harden line up, and then walking around looking like Beauty Dior. But you said, what's my email? Email address is ask78sportstv@yahoo.com. Ask78sportstv@yahoo.com. And like I said, y'all, all those, I got the Patreon content will be dropping today. I'm just waiting on the homie to send me because he sent me a request, but I needed a follow up so I can, clearly give him an answer. So I'm gonna check my email in a minute, and I'll get them up to y'all. Sniper said, I'm not going to Atlanta, too weird. It ain't everywhere, though. It ain't like everybody in Atlanta is on some weirdo type time, but it's enough of them. Definitely enough of them. And I heard stories about Houston, too. Yeah, I heard Houston. I don't know how true it is. It could be some cap. It could be some lies from the media, but because that ain't my stomping ground, so I don't know. But I heard Houston is like, man, they got an STD problems right here. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. You say it's weird everywhere now. In fact, it is, bro. Bro, it's weird in Milwaukee. Shoot, I've seen some diabolical stuff in the liquor store. Look at 2 years ago, I think it was. I talked about it on Patreon. Crazy, bro. I can't even tell that story on YouTube. Just two grown men look like regular brothers in there with a chick, and the chick's two sons. Her sons is like, I don't know. They look like they're about anywhere from 8 to 11 years old, two boys. So this lady is in the store with her two sons and her two male friends. Now these dudes look like regular, like, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, right in front of the kids, man. One old boy, and I'm behind him in line. This dude grabbed the other dude pants by his waist, pulled him to him, and started munching on him. And the other dude who was getting munched on was like, hey, chill, man, chill. Like he didn't want to do it in public. And the little boy's looking and giggling. And this dude like, man, wait till we get to the crib. Wait till we get to the crib. I'm going to tip both y'all up. He talking about him and the girl. So they all having like some freak fest, right? So I'm like, but what in the world is this, man? What is this? And the kids, and I'm mad because the little boys is watching this, and this filthy woman, whatever you into, you grown, right? But you got your boys exposed to this. Man, people, man, whatever, bro. It is what it is. Yeah, I was mad all day about that. Not because they grown, they can do whatever they want to do. I was mad about them little boys watching that and learning how to be men from these jokers right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what was irritating me because I already know what's going to happen with them. The mama don't know, but I already know. Trust me. 20 years from now, them little boys going to have all kinds of stories about my mama wasn't watching me, and then this happened, and then I was in the bed watching cartoons, and then And then James came in there and all that old mess, man. Same old story. Same old story. Junior said, I need to see the birth canal. These are facts. These are all facts. Wilson Clare said, man, don't knock the city of Atlanta. Most of that weird stuff is in Midtown. And you know what? And that's where I was at, too. I think that's where my hotel was at, Midtown. That's why I ran into all them weirdos. He said, Buckhead area. He said, closer you get to the airport, it lessens. Sports got 17 say that's a big problem. And where's the father? Hopefully, they ain't the father. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully. But you never know, man. These people is just, man, they just doing stuff publicly, don't care. Don't care at all. But anyway, man, I'm finna get on up out of here, man. I've been on here cooking for a while. I'll be back later on with some Patreon content, so make sure y'all check me out, man. Go check me out on the Patreon, you dig? Patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Content will be dropping today. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. We're up out of here, though, y'all. Much love to the chat. Super chat. Anybody came through showing love. Deuces.